This is Pick a Card Tarot, and I am doing a reading on myself today. Originally, I wanted to do a one-card reading, but as I was concentrating and as I was shuffling the cards, these two cards literally jumped out of the deck. So I am going to do this two-card reading for myself today. I'm filming it because I am in the process of learning tarot cards. I'm in the process of learning herbs, and I feel like this really helps me when I do it this way. And I thought that I would share this reading in case it helps someone else also. So I'm using these cards as guidance and inspiration for my day. The first card is Queen of Swords, and the herb on this is Lady's Slipper. I have a feeling that the Queen of Swords actually represents me today. The Queen of Swords represents a single or independent woman with authority and power. And yes, that is me. And that definitely represents me today, especially with regards to work. Often she is someone with keen intellectual or communicative abilities. Yep, that checks off another box. This also describes a person who is strong-willed and has the ability to cope with her loss and go on with her life. So while I am not dealing with any kind of loss right now, when I woke up this morning, I did find that I had to draw on my inner strength in order to get my day started. I was just completely not motivated. Today is a gray day. It's a cold day. It's the perfect day to stay home and lay in bed. And all I wanted to do today was call in sick. And I came so close to calling in sick. And the only reason why I did not call in sick is because we get paid today. And I need that paycheck to pay a bill. So I have drawn upon my inner strength to get me going today. And I just find it so incredible that as I was shuffling this deck of cards, this card would literally jump out of the deck. And it is such a perfect representation of me. And now that I actually look at this card, because this deck is new to me, this is the second day that I have this deck, the Queen of Swords on this card actually looks like me. Like, we have the same hair. She's wearing something blue. I love blue. That, like, the majority of my wardrobe is blue. So let's check out the herb. So the herb is Lady's Slipper. Lady's Slipper is a nervine. It is used as a tonic for hysteria, pain, all nervous afflictions, and premenstrual syndrome. Now, I have been kind of stressed out lately, and I have been getting myself off of caffeine because I have found that I feel like I'm burning out. I feel like my nervous system is burning out. So the fact that Lady's Slipper is for all nervous afflictions, that would mean that it would work on nervous system type issues. So to me, that is a good representation of myself right now. And it's also a good representation for the Queen of Swords, because as someone who is independent and empowered and who takes on a lot, it's really easy to just kind of overdo it and take on too much. And I think it's really good to make sure that there's enough self-care to make sure that there is no burnout. So right then and there, I'm really happy with this first card because it's totally where I'm at right now. And I actually took herbs this morning. I took an adrenal formula to help heal my adrenals as I, transition off of caffeine and onto more herbal teas instead. And the next card is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of movement, action, and excitement. The Eight of Wands indicates a time for action, for initiating the next phase of an enterprise. It could involve air travel or some other kind of movement. I just have to say that I am in the process this morning of paying for some airline tickets. So this is really kind of crazy. And yesterday, I started a brand new project, which would be like a brand new enterprise. So I think this card is telling me to continue with that because everything seemed great yesterday, and then today I woke up and I was like, well, I don't know if I should do it. It's gonna, you know, take a lot of time and effort, and do I really want to go in that direction? And I think this card is telling me that yes, I need to follow through with what I started yesterday. It indicates an exciting and hopeful period when you're likely to be extremely busy. It also indicates that positive things are rapidly unfolding, and I definitely agree with that. I feel like I've had a lot of positive things rapidly unfolding over the last few weeks, and I think this is an indication that if I continue on the course, that they will continue to unfold. It also indicates that you need to establish the role you want to play and let go of those that no longer suit you. And that is pretty wild, because just this morning I was having that conversation about how I'm a completely different person than I was 2 years ago. So it's really a process of like letting go of toxicity in my life, whether it's toxicity via the food I eat, or whether it's toxicity via my environment, or toxicity of relationships and people that I interact with on a daily basis. And the herb on the Eight of Wands is sassafras. Sassafras is a stimulant. It's a demulcent, a diuretic, an aromatic. It's used for blood purification, skin eruptions, sores, boils, cancer, and urinary problems. Now, with sassafras, I think sassafras is used in filet gumbo. You know the filet spice that they use in filet gumbo? I think that has sassafras in it. And if so, this is really wild, because last night, right when I went to bed, I picked up a cookbook that I had in the house. It was a really old cookbook from the 80s, and I was leafing through it. I was just kind of looking for inspiration for healthy recipes. And as I was going through the list of herbs and spices, I specifically remember reading about the filet spice and how it's used in filet gumbo, and it's made from dried sassafras. So this is pretty wild. These two cards are just like totally on point with what I've been dealing with over the past 24 hours, and I'm going to use these cards as guidance for me for the next 24 hours. So my takeaway from this reading is that I have to make sure that I'm not burning myself out. I have to make sure that I do spend quality time on self-care and taking care of myself versus taking care of others and responsibilities for others and things like that. And I need to stay the course with things that have been put in motion recently, because they will be successful and they will hit their target. It's also confirming the 2 airline trips that I recently booked and I'm paying for this morning. I've been kind of on the fence. Well, I don't really want to go, but I have to go because they're work trips. And so now it confirms that, yeah, it's a good thing for me to go. So this is my reading for myself. It was very helpful for me. I don't know if it was helpful for you, but if it was, please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel if you'd like me to post more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.